Thank you for logging on to this broadcast of high school sports on WellsCountyVoice.com. WellsCountyVoice.com, an online service that allows fans and parents to watch high school sports live anywhere and anytime that's convenient for your schedule. As always, we encourage you to go to the games and support the students, but when you simply can't, we're glad you're here with us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game, so please support these businesses whenever you can. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
And welcome inside Armstrong Arena here on the campus of New Haven High School. Derek Decker with Colin Schwartz here tonight, getting you set for Norwell and New Haven, a game that's very important for Norwell's NE8 title hopes. Good evening, friends, and welcome aboard. So glad you could join us here on this Friday night. Special tip time of 6 o'clock here. It's a varsity-only contest as New Haven does not have a JV team this year. Colin, this New Haven team will start with the Bulldogs, has struggled a lot. Myquisha Bratton had a lot of early success in her career. This New Haven team has only beaten Norwell one time in the last 20 years, and it was Norwell's only year that they've had a losing record under head coach Eric Thornton in the last 20 years, and that was an overtime contest. In any case, it's been a program that's really struggled. They played Norwell competitive last year, but they're still winless, and we're sitting here in late January.
And this is a tough one for them. This is a tough matchup for them. Norwell's coming off a very big win against Jay County earlier this week. You know Norwell's riding high. Like you said, this is a huge game for Norwell as far as the NE8 goes. And if you're Norwell, you just kind of got to come out and just put this one to bed early.
So let's talk about the Lady Knights. They come in 16-4, and every year there are always questions. There's a couple of losses because with the schedule strength that they play, it's just impossible to blow through the slate with a bunch of wins. And, you know, you lose a couple of games here or there, and you wonder, is this team to the caliber of past seasons? Well, they just knocked off number 5 Jay County in an outstanding game, and Jay County had the best player on the floor all night in Renna Sweeterman, who had 37 against them last year, 22 this year, but they win 58-53 in comeback fashion. Made a school record 14 three-pointers. It's a team they could see in the regional again, and this team's certainly rounding into tournament shape here at the end of the year.
And you know what was so impressive to me during that game was how even-keeled they stayed. They got down early. I think it was 28-15, relatively early. It's very easy to just kind of fall apart at that point. You know, you hear coaches talk all the time about don't get too high, don't get too low, don't ride the roller coaster. Just stay even keel, everything levels out, and that's what they did against Jay County, and it was a great game, but in the last 2 to 3 minutes, we knew Norwell was going to win, and they just kind of stuck with it. They stuck with their game. They figured it out after some good adjustments. That just shows you how mature of a team this Norwell team is.
Yeah, and that's really impressive for a group that's very young. Obviously 2 seniors, and that's it. There's a significant chunk of minutes played by some underclassmen that play big roles in this team.
Yeah, and I mean, they were getting contributions from everywhere that night. They had to break, we'd be mistaken if we didn't mention Mackenzie Feast. She was excellent that game, and she, once again, didn't ride the roller coaster. She missed about her first 3 or 4 threes, and she figured it out, and she was a big reason Norwell won.
Feast had 14 points in the contest. Kennedy Filling dropped 19. She has been the leader. We've talked about her the last couple of games with Coach Thornton. When Norwell has needed her as a player to step up and needed somebody to take over the game, Filling has filled that role.
She's just the person that calms everybody down. She's the facilitator of the offense. She's always calm, it seems like. The moment's never too big for her, and she's able to keep things calm for this Norwell team, able to keep things in perspective, and that's something big whenever tournament time comes.
Yeah, I think she showed a lot of maturity last year. She was really the spark plug for Norwell in the sectional as a freshman in a very veteran core group of kids. Really impressive to me from Kennedy Filling last year, and obviously having that tournament experience and getting to play in a semi-state is already going to help you down the road for the next 3 years to come. You are watching the Billy Ann's Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann's Supper Pub is located in downtown Bluffton and is your local choice for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. That's Billy Ann's Supper Pub located in downtown Bluffton. We'll take a timeout. We'll return with the starting lineups, followed by the tip on WellsCountyVoice.com.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built Forever home.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev Sells Wells at 466-1822.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back here to Armstrong Arena on New Haven's high school campus. Beautiful facility here at New Haven as we get set for the Lady Knights and the Lady Bulldogs. Let's check with our starting lineups here tonight. We'll start with the Norwell Lady Knights, who come into tonight with a record of 16-4, a 4-1 record in the Northeast State, and 7th ranked in Class 3A. It's a four-guard set for Norwell. Kennedy Filling, a 5'7 sophomore, alongside Mackenzie Tolliver, a 5'5 senior, Emily Todd, a 5'6 senior, and Mackenzie Feast getting the start tonight, a 5'5 sophomore. Feast getting the start for Annabelle Johnson, who was sick yesterday and missed practice. And Skyla Tomasek will start at center for Norwell, a 6'1 junior. Norwell head coach Eric Thornton, 25th season at the helm of the Lady Knights program, a record of 405 and 182. He is 8th all-time amongst current coaches in wins in the state of Indiana. For the New Haven Bulldogs, who come into tonight with a record of 0-16 on the season, 0-5 in the Northeast State. At guard, it's Janiyah Johnson, a 5'8 sophomore, alongside Abigail Snodgrass, a 5'9 freshman. At forward, it's Becca Snodgrass, a 5'7 senior, and Tegan Keel, a 5'8 senior. Samantha Goodrich starts at center, a 5'11 junior for the Bulldogs, coached by Myquisha Bratton in her third season at New Haven, a record of 12-47. The Bulldogs averaging 16 points a game and giving up 56. Norwell averaging 54, giving up 40. The Lady Knights are 15-0 this season when holding teams under 50 points and coming off their best three-point shooting night in school history. They've won 19 out of the last 20 against New Haven. The Bulldogs' only win was in 2004, a 2-point overtime victory, and the Bulldogs have not had a winning season since at least the turn of the century. Randy Miller, Tanya Hearn, Eric Kuhneman are our three officials tonight, and the tip is up, and it's a loose ball, and a fitting way to start this one as it's still loose and finally picked up by the Bulldogs, who will attack in white tonight. Norwell will defend in blue. Janiah Johnson goes down the lane, gets an easy path to the basket, but she's tapped away by Mackenzie Feast. Very pandemic-like crowd on hand tonight for this Friday night matchup featuring Norwell and New Haven. Feast getting her first start and finds a mid-range go off the rim, but tracks down her own rebound. Lady Knights get a second opportunity here. And Kennedy Filling knocks down the baseline jet. So she gets the scoring underway. Filling averages 16 points a game for this Norwell team. Colin almost looked like New Haven tried to play a 2-3 zone on that first possession.
Well, Norwell got to see that just the other night, too. So might not be the best idea, but if that's the way you feel like you have to defend Norwell, that's the way you got to do it. Norwell's a hard team to defend.
Norwell's played a lot of zone teams this year, too. That was last touch by New Haven. Lady Knights will get it back here. The Norwell team, you think about even the conference groups that they've played against. Belmont, for instance, who plays a very difficult 2-3 zone, and they shot it really well against the Squaws. Transition, stop and pop, and Feast misses another jumper. Rebounded by Janiah Johnson. Leads the Bulldogs in points and rebounds, averaging 6 and 4 respectively a game. Derek Decker alongside Colin Schwartz here from Armstrong Arena on this Friday night. And Tegan Keel almost has it knocked loose. Very low energy start here. You can just kind of tell this program has really struggled this year. Good block by Tomasek. But she couldn't clean up the loose ball. Instead, it's Feast to pick it up. And Tolliver will handle things in the backcourt. Almost 2 minutes in, 2-0 Norwell. One dribble from Todd. Inside out play, pass from Filling. 3 knocked down by Emily Todd. Todd is a 34% three-point shooter and is headed to Spring Arbor next year to continue her basketball career. Lady Knights have scored the first 5. And Todd knocks that one out of bounds. Kind of a late arriving crowd here tonight as well. The few that are on hand are still kind of streaming in after this 6 o'clock tip. Rather unusual in varsity basketball, at least for the Lady Knights. We play a lot of games in the Northeast State that are late games. No varsity JV doubleheaders, or rather boy-girl doubleheaders at the varsity level. That was Mackenzie Feast with the transition score, and it's 7-0. That 3, long deuce rather, knocked down by Janiah Johnson. Mentioned she's really the leader for this Bulldogs group as a sophomore. And there's Mackenzie Tolliver streaking to the rim.
Yeah, I have to say, I don't know if a full court press is going to be the thing for New Haven today.
Not the move.
Norwell's going to break that very easily and get almost a free bucket every single play, every single drive.
100% agreed with that, Colin. And you just don't. This is a team that can really play at a fast pace. That's a turnover by the Bulldogs. Had a couple of them already. Just over 3 minutes in. Lady Knights out to a 9-2 start here in this first quarter. The vast majority of people in attendance tonight are wearing Norwell gear. Kennedy Filling from the corner. And the Lady Knights have come out shooting hot on the road. And Colin, that's exactly what you want to see, right? You want to come out and make sure you put to bed any sense of an upset very early in the contest.
Yeah, maybe you'd like to see a little more energy, but that's pretty nitpicky. This isn't a very good environment to nitpick like that for energy. But yeah, just like you said, get up early. Let's lead this thing wire to wire.
Feast not afraid to shoot it, but she is 0 from the field so far. She's missed her first 3 tries. Norwell's going to enter some subs here at the dead ball. That's our first foul of the game, and it goes against Norwell's Emily Todd. Really does, atmosphere-wise, feel kind of like a lower-level game.
Yeah.
I mean, both bleachers are pushed in on the top sides. 3 subs here for Norwell. Into the game, Lily Norris, Haley Green, and Annabelle Johnson. Mentioned she missed practice yesterday due to illness, so she did not start tonight, but not in the doghouse for any other reason. Samantha Goodrich backing her way in. And they got a foul against Hennigan on the rebound.
Well, like you said, Derek, this is a very COVID-esque feeling of a game. And you just got to find a way to bring your own energy in something like this, right? And teams got practice at that last year, but just not much happening from the crowd. There are no students here of any kind.
No.
It's just, it feels like a game that would be tough to get up for.
Yeah, we were talking, kind of comparing it to a kind of a summer league type feel here. Just kind of coming in and playing the game. Wrestling on the floor with it is Mia Hennigan and creates the steal. Todd returns the favor and then is fouled at midcourt by Janiyah Johnson. The good news for our fans here tonight is it's just like having me in your ear. You know, you plug in the radio feed. I'm sure everybody on this side at least can hear what's going on the broadcast.
We better stay in check tonight then.
Yeah, I hope so. Means I'm going to have to keep my sarcastic comments to a minimum. Perimeter passing between Norris and Todd. Nice find on the baseline from Green to Filling, and that one rims no good. But the smallest player on the floor tracks down the offensive rebound for Norwell, and then they turn it over. But Annabelle Johnson has been so good in that category this year. And Green loses the handle here. Keel knocks down the three. Now Keel has taken more than half the team's three-pointers this year. She averages 3 points a game. She's just over 10% from distance, but had that one knocked down. Filling tries again. Yes. 8 points here in the first quarter for Kennedy Filling. I was talking about Annabelle Johnson and her rebounding efforts as my Quisha Bratton will take a timeout here. And we'll wait on whether this is a full or a 30. It is a full one, so we'll step aside and be right back on The Voice.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Back inside Armstrong Arena, Derek Decker with Colin Schwartz. I'll try for a third time to go back to the point about Annabelle Johnson. I was talking to Vic Reinhardt. Of course, Vic's a little biased because he's in the family. He's doing scorebook tonight, the 8th grade girls coach. And, you know, Vic has always said, it's just not great when the smallest player on the floor is getting all the rebounds. But I argued with him and said Johnson puts herself in a position, she's 5'4" maybe, but that's why Thornton puts her in the middle of the zone when they try to bust that, because she understands how to play and she always gets good position, a very physical player.
That just shows the IQ of the sport from the player. And not only that, but the energy too. You have to show some energy and some effort to be able to get all those rebounds and work that hard in the middle of the zone when you're 5'4".
Another New Haven turnover. Lily Norris has been sent down to JV to play a lot of minutes down there. Another offensive rebound here for Filling. They'll just feed Emily Todd again. And she will not be denied on the second opportunity. Second triple of the first quarter for Todd.
Norwell's trying to test out some new defenses here tonight, it seems.
Yeah, this is a soft 1-3-1, but they already get a jump ball out of it. And that is a defense that can overwhelm an opponent, even good ones, to be fair.
Yeah, especially ones that have a tough time handling the ball.
Yeah.
It's easy to get trapped right there in the corner.
Feast and Tolliver are back in for Norwell. Abby Snodgrass back in for New Haven. Inadvertent horn. No, it's not inadvertent.
It's Norwell ball.
Yep, they had to change the possession arrow, which is incorrect. Lily Norris just telegraphed her pass. And we've got another tie up. This one will go back to the Bulldogs.
Just kind of a lazy play right there. Not fully in it, not crisp.
Yep.
You know, they're just assuming the pass would be there. I mean, just because you're probably better than a team doesn't mean the other team's not going to be trying.
Tanya Hearns over at the scorer's table talking about the possession arrow. The roughly 150 people in here can, I'm sure, hear that conversation. We're on the other side of the floor with her back to us, and we can almost hear it with the headsets on, thanks to the expensive Rode crowd mic. 1-3-1 applied by Norwell here in the half court, and that's knocked loose by Tolliver. It'll stay with New Haven. We're going to get a chance to see a lot of younger players get on the floor and get good varsity minutes tonight for Norwell.
You get to see some of the future of Norwell, right?
And there's a couple of freshmen down here too, and in Maddie Sonicson and Rylan Graff that are really, I think, going to be solid varsity players in a couple of years. Oh, nice body control by Feast. And how about that? We've got the ball stuck in the net. I don't think Eric Kuhneman's got the hops to get up there. Well, this is going to be entertaining. Yeah, it only took one try. Delighting the fans in attendance.
You think there's 150 people here, Derek?
I don't know. That might have been kind of generous. We'll get it with the benefit of the doubt. You got to trust me since I'm on site. But we're very fortunate to be here tonight. It is 20-5. Norwell's on top by 15 in this first quarter. Already stretching their lead pretty easily against this New Haven squad. Feast has her fingertips all over it. Liked the lack of a whistle there. Johnson gets the steal, but then dribbles it on the sideline. It'll stay with the Bulldogs with 60 seconds to go in the quarter.
You know, Norwell's been in this 1-3-1 here for a few possessions now, and I don't know that New Haven's gotten a shot up against it yet.
Yeah, it's been several straight turnovers. That's stepping on the baseline was Janiah Johnson, and you're right. When you don't have a couple of really quality ball handlers on your team, this can really make you think about things in a hurry, and it speeds up your offense to a point where you can be very uncomfortable. So Johnson will walk it across. Feed the middle with Norris. And she's fouled. Lily Norris on the drive to the bucket. Foul goes against Tegan Keel. Keel is one of two seniors on this squad. Norris has her first foul shot go down. Low sample size for Norris at the stripe. That makes her a clean 50%, and she's on pace still. 6 out of 13 on the season. After that miss, 21-5. I mean, we're even getting like half whistles from the officials tonight. It is. It's just real soft and very reserved.
It's almost like I'm almost getting an eerie feeling.
Yeah, it's like suspenseful. Something's gonna happen here. Norris punctures it loose. Picked up by Johnson in the backcourt. She's trying to do it all here and now lost it again. And that's a tie up. Another turnover. I don't know if we'll see a lot of varsity players make it through the entire first half. We might see some JV action here before halftime. Final 12 seconds of the quarter. Johnson called for a double dribble.
I don't think Coach Thornton was any too pleased with that call.
No. Well, I think she probably had it knocked loose, but whatever. Johnson just lost it again. 3 seconds left in the quarter. It's a great time to plug tomorrow night's broadcast, which will be at the Castle. It'll be boys action, and a really good one we're expecting it to be. Baseball pass from Johnson. Oh, right into the arms of Green, but she lost the handle That was an outstanding pass from Annabelle Johnson, but the quarter will come to an end with no further scoring after one. Lady Knights up 16 on the road.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Now we're back here at Armstrong Arena. Norwell's got their starters back on the floor to begin the second quarter here. Was told by Eric Thornton that Lady Knights have a couple of contingency plans tonight. They've planned out what they're going to try to do and get people playing time and get people onto the floor, get some experience. New Haven really late getting out of this timeout here, out of the quarter break. Be Bulldog basketball to start the second quarter.
That can be kind of a tricky thing, though. I mean, I relate
it's
a lot
hard.
of stuff to football, obviously.
Of course.
So if that's like if one of the teams have the number one seed locked up going into the last week, how do you control the starters? You want to keep everybody fresh, you want to get people healthy, but at the same time, you want to keep them in rhythm as well.
That's what the Lady Knights are going to try to do here. And you're right. I mean, this late in the season, there's one regular season game left after tonight. And to be honest with you, on paper, it looks like it's going to be a Norwell blowout victory. Filling kept her feet, but missed the layup. Another tie-up. East Noble's a very winnable game, so the Lady Knights could conceivably go into the tournament on a 6-game winning streak. It's just every year it seems like we say the same thing with Norwell and how they've built their program. They always seem to be playing the best basketball at the end of the year. Tomasek is fouled. Abby Snodgrass got her on the right arm, and it'll be 2 free throws for Skylar Tomasek.
And the JV players for Norwell tonight are going to be pumped up. They get to play a varsity game, right? On that last drive after that last steal, Kennedy Filling was just jogging up the court a little bit, and you could hear Coach Thornton from up here telling her to go to the court hard, or go to the basket hard, go harder.
Right.
You get a foul, get an and one. That was just kind of a lazy play, and that's exactly what you don't want in these types of games. Gets you into bad habits.
A couple of foul shots made by Skylar Tomasek, and you're right, but it's got to be hard for a player of Filling's caliber to play in this kind of a varsity game.
Absolutely.
Tomasek gets her long arms in there. Randy Miller, a kick save to keep that one in bounds. Back come the Bulldogs. Tomasek's active right now on defense.
Well, and Derek, how many JV games did Kennedy Filling play in?
That would be 0.
Okay.
That would be the correct answer.
The very nice arena we have here. Very privileged to be here. But the JV games at Norwell have a better atmosphere than this.
Oh, I totally agree.
10 times more.
Right.
So, I mean, you can't even relate it to that. It just has to be so hard.
I think one of the things that, there's a 5-second call. One of the things that we were kind of talking about on the way up and before the broadcast tonight is how privileged we are in Norwell to see outstanding crowds for girls games. This is unfortunately the scene for a lot of programs around the area on the girls side, and it's really not fair. It's just not. I mean, there's some quality basketball going on in a lot of programs around the area that do not get the support that Norwell does, because this can be a very loud place. The boys came up here last year. Of course, COVID last year, so you didn't get the atmosphere. But New Haven won that game by 8. Emily Todd is not a right-handed player. And somehow Kennedy Filling comes up with a loose ball. And a bump by Janiah Johnson. That's number 2 on her. 5th on the Bulldogs. I feel like I'm only allowed to talk when the ball's in play. Tomasek kind of telegraphed that pass as well, but gets away with it. Filling from the wing. That's deep. Tomaszek fights for it. This is a third chance opportunity here for Norwell. Nice crossover by Todd, and she's fouled on the teardrop. Good play by Emily Todd on the drive.
It really, really was, but it feels like we're getting some really lazy offensive possessions here from Norwell, and you know we're going to be talking about it the whole game about how tough it can be to play in an environment like this, but you know. You gotta stay crisp. You know, this is the time. This is not a game where you want to lose focus and lose a rhythm and kind of slip into some bad habits.
Well, that's honestly where it can be the detriment to a team like Norwell this time of year, where you don't get tested tonight and probably not going to get tested next week either against East Noble. And then you go into the tournament 2 weeks removed from your last competitive contest. At least. That was almost banked in by Keel. Rebounded by Tomaszek. By the way, the sectional tournament draw is on Sunday afternoon. If you're interested in that, that's on IHSAA TV, right here on the Champions Network. Oh, great scoop by Mackenzie Feast and a soft touch off the window. And she's got half a dozen first half points.
Once again, the 5'4", 5'5", Feast is able to battle down there low and finish around the rim.
Baseline step back, no good for Johnson. Filling, I think, is going to win this race down the floor. Oh, well, she gets clobbered by Tegan Keel. That's number 2 on here, so actually some foul trouble creeping in for the Bulldogs. They've got 3 players with 2 fouls, and this is not a deep team. They've only got 3 on the bench tonight. Filling's a good free throw shooter. I mean, this is almost level of talking about getting everybody to shut up on your free throws. This is like shooting in the barn after hours. She hits that one off the heel. Boarded by New Haven's Samantha Goodrich. 27-5, even though the scoreboard shows, there it is, 26-5. Good step through by Johnson, but no finish. Bulldogs track it down in the backcourt. Foul by Emily Todd. And both of Norwell's first half fouls are against Todd. Held ball. It'll go back to Norwell inside of 5 minutes left in the second quarter. This Norwell team is just 6-4 away from the Castle this year in true road games. And so, you know, we talk about it. There's some difficult places to play in the area. So going over 500 in any year is a good number when you're on the road. But they were 7-1 last year in true road games.
That could also be that could also fall from having maybe a little bit of a younger team this year.
It's true. Elbow jumper for Feast. 8 points for her. Nobody's reached double figures just yet, but balanced scoring in this first half for Norwell. Filling with 9, Feast with 8, and Tolliver with 7. On-ball defense by Filling applied in that 1-3-1. They get it to the right spot with Goodrich, and she will head to the stripe. First foul against Skyla Tomaszek. Goodrich is just a 33% foul shooter. It's a team that really struggles in that area. Less than 35% as a group. But that one goes down. First point of the second quarter for the Bulldogs. 3 more subs for Norwell. Green, Norris, and Johnson back in. That was the rotation Norwell used in the first quarter, about the same time. Goodrich splits the pair, rebounded by Lily Norris. Long pass up ahead for Filling, and she has it knocked out of bounds. If you're going to try to maybe implement 1 or 2 new inbounds plays before the tournament, this is a great game to try them out in as well.
Yes, it is.
floater, too strong from Feast, boarded by Snodgrass. Johnson defended tightly by Haley Green, and now Annabelle Johnson has it on the break. Little 2-on-1. Outstanding pass from Annabelle Johnson. Credit her with the assist. She made that play, and Kennedy Filling gets the deuce. Norwell's lead is 25. Remember, 35 is the magic number for running clock in varsity basketball. Another run out here. Kennedy Filling puts it on cruise control. She's got a baker's dozen, and that's another timeout called by Myquisha Bratton. This one is a 30. We'll step aside and be right back on The Voice.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on January 10th and pay $10 for the entire month. Join on January 11th, pay $11, and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA now through January 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. Some restrictions apply.
Norwell up big here at Armstrong Arena in this first half. 3:24 left in the second quarter, and it's 33-6. It's been a combination of the 8 consistent players for Norwell here tonight. And then, again, we're expecting to see some JV players tonight as well. They actually cannot field a full JV team except for Lily Norris, who's normally a JV player. She's playing right now. But they've got Graft, Sonigsen, Dakota Hubble, and Allie Riley in uniform down there. A couple of freshmen, couple of sophomores. Feast the steal in the backcourt. Tries to thread the needle to Filling. And that's a turnover. I think Norwell's going to have more turnovers than they would have liked in this first half. Haley Green gets her hand in there and gets the takeaway. Good play by Haley Green. Feast. Johnson bounced that one off the leg of Abigail Snodgrass.
I'd really like to see Norwell kind of back it out here and run an offense. Run a set play, get yourself an easy bucket. It feels like they've just kind of been winging it, doesn't it? Kind of drive in and throw it out, throw up a random shot. Let's run an offensive set here.
Well, we wondered if they were going to get through the half without any JV players, and Rylan Graff, the freshman, is now into the game for the first time. Norris to Green to Feast for 3, and it's off the mark. Graff gets the offensive board and finds Green, who was too far underneath the basket. Another jump ball. Nice offensive rebound, though, by Rylan Graff.
We have to be getting pretty close to an IHSA state record on jump balls and a half.
Oh, I don't know. There's been some. I can remember some in years past.
Man,
we have had a lot tonight.
We're getting up there.
Lily Norris the takeaway. Johnson trying to track her down, but she finishes. Norris with her first field goal. Now over her season average. Averages a bucket a night. And that's tossed away. Tell you what, and we've obviously being involved with a couple of kids in Graft and Sonigsen, going to be a little biased after helping coach that group last year. But Sonigsen as well as Graft are both mature enough physically to be at the varsity level right now, at least from a physical standpoint. Johnson doesn't shoot very many threes. She misses this one off the heel. She's only made 5 of them this year, just not very many attempts. But you'll see it when Sonigsen comes into the game as well. And these two are future varsity players, there's no doubt about it. There's not a lot of people in the program on the girls' side under Coach Thornton's regime that don't eventually make it to the varsity level, that stick with it long enough to make it to JV.
And that's a testament to the whole program from 7th grade, from even, you could even say Squires, all the way up to the varsity level. Norwell is a very rich tradition and feels like almost every single sport, doesn't it?
And basketball especially. If you looked at the programs overall, and the tradition, and yes, baseball has the 3 state championships, but as far as consistency and churning out players year after year with really no letdown, I think the girls basketball program has a good argument to be at the top of the list in Norwell athletics. They are ranked 7th in Class 3A at the moment. Raft knocked off balance, and Norris looking for help. Feast straight away off the mark. Honestly, Norwell hasn't shot it particularly well in this half.
And for Mackenzie Feast, it feels like the beginning of games, her first few shots, she doesn't make a lot of them, but once that first one goes in, that's when they'll go in, and a bunch will go in a hurry.
Well, she gets the takeaway here and then was hacked in the backcourt with no call, but does have it knocked out of bounds. It's pretty clear foul. Did you hear Eric call a timeout?
I did hear that one.
It's a 30. We have to take a break because I can't talk with nobody else talking.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
You know, Colin, you wouldn't believe it, but Norwell led Belmont at halftime 34-6. And think about the atmosphere difference in that one. It's almost the exact same score right now. Johnson will inbound here out of the Norwell timeout. They tried to run an inbound play, and it was not very well executed. And a deflection by New Haven knocks it out of bounds.
Bit of a contrast for you, Derek. Last night in Assembly Hall, tonight.
Yeah, well, just a small difference. I think, to be honest with you, and, you know, I'm not that old, but I've been in a lot of different environments, and that has a case to be made for one of the best environments I've ever been in athletics last night.
Well, the atmosphere from my couch was also great.
Yeah, you and the dog?
Yep. Me and my Yorkie.
Another tie-up, adding to our jump ball total tonight.
Well, it's keeping that score table
busy.
Yeah.
Well, keeping them on their toes. We should have kept chicken scratches on the table here. Johnson cuts off Janiyah Johnson on the baseline. Good ball movement here on this possession by the Bulldogs, but Langford loses the handle, and New Haven will not get a shot off as the first half comes to an end. After 2, it's Norwell 35, New Haven 6. We'll be back with the halftime show and some thoughts after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Austin or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. Hello, Tim Stephan Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Stephan Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Stephan, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Stephan Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA and SIPC. In business since 1981, Barclay Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barclay Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barclay Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barclay Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barclay Builders, Inc. Let Barclay Builders get started on your Barclay Built Forever home.
Back here inside Armstrong Arena here at the half. Norwell leading New Haven in dominant fashion 35-6. Derek Decker alongside Colin Schwartz here tonight. Colin, we kind of discussed it in the first quarter. Norwell got out to the start that they wanted, and now they can play free and comfortable, and I'd expect a lot of different faces to show up here in the second half.
Yeah, for my own selfish reasons, I'm really hoping this gets to 35 here. Maybe leave the starters in
that's fair.
Until you get to 35, and then you can start bringing in the new people. But, it should be exciting to see a lot of freshmen dressed tonight. Should be fun to watch, see what maybe the future will hold and what kind of players we're going to get. But, yeah, not much else to say about that first half. I honestly don't really know what to say about it.
Yeah, well, Norwell was in complete control. I was surprised, Colin. I don't know. I'll get your thoughts on this, and I think most of it's just to get ready for the state tournament. They played a lot of 1-3-1 in that first half, which at times they do, but typically it's used sparingly in some specific situations to try to speed a team up, what have you, try to get team off balance, whatever. But most of the time this is a mainly man team. But they played almost exclusively 1-3-1 in the first half.
That's something that can be good to kind of switch up there, like you said, coming into the state tournament. If you're having a little trouble stopping a team, you want to slow a game down a little bit maybe, you can slip into that for a few possessions or a quarter even, just to, like I said, slow the game down, maybe force a turnover too, a fast break. So, yeah, nice to see them working on stuff like that. I'm sure they've been working on it in practice, and, a little step above practice, they can run it here tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think Eric Thornton, obviously, if this was not a conference game, then this would not be on the schedule. There's just really nothing that Norwell can do about this contest. And look, Norwell's clearly dominated the series. We said they've won 19 out of the last 20. But again, the last few years have been pretty competitive. Last year was a 16-point game. In fact, Norwell came out, both teams really came out and shot it well. Norwell scored 24 points in that first quarter last year and led it 42-27 at the break. But the Bulldogs made it kind of tighter at the end. It was a fast-paced game. It was really a lot of fun to be at, to be honest with you. And that just has not been the case here tonight. The Bulldogs graduated a couple of really good seniors last year. And the other problem for New Haven, Colin, is the fact they don't have a JV team even. So there's nowhere for the talent to kind of spring up from for the Bulldogs, and I think it's going to be an uphill climb at least for a couple of years.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad to see, isn't it? I mean, they have 8 players dressed here tonight. Maybe they have one injured, but not being able to get a JV team, like you said.
And this is a 4A team.
Yeah, you got to be able to develop talent. There's a reason most 99% of freshmen don't start or play on the varsity team.
Right.
You got to let them get better, physically mature a little bit before they get to the varsity game. I mean, you see it in every sport and every level. There's a reason most freshmen don't start unless you're kind of an anomaly. So, yeah, that, like you said, it's going to be an uphill climb for at least the next few years until they can get some more kids to come out, get a little more interest in the program.
Well, the Bulldogs have some work to do here in this second half. We'll see what other faces they use. They do have a couple in foul trouble, 3 players with 2. Norwell's got Dakota Hubble and Allie Riley alongside Maddie Sonicson on the bench that have not gotten any yet, but we expect to see a lot of them in the second half, and Rylan Graff played a couple of minutes right before the end of the second quarter. We'll step aside one more time. We'll be back with the third quarter after this. Norwell up big on the road on WellsCountyVoice.com.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Back here at Armstrong Arena, here to start this third quarter. Norwell on top big, 35-6. And mainly the starters are on the floor. Annabelle Johnson, who did not start tonight, is out there for the Lady Knights and misses her first shot of the second half. Norwell led by scoring by Kennedy Filling with a baker's dozen in that first half. Feast had 8 and Emily Todd had 7. 3 for Norris and 2 for Tomasek. Johnson on a little step back. Tomasek's the biggest player on the floor by a wide margin. Here's Kennedy Filling again on cruise control. That's one that you have got to have marked in transition if you're New Haven. Feast knocks it loose. I think you might be onto something with the 35-point mark, and then starters might be retiring to the bench for an early early dinner. Johnson, aggressive without fouling. Feast isn't, and picks up the foul.
Well, we picked up where we left off, didn't we?
Well, we got back to the rowdy atmosphere here at Armstrong Arena tonight. I promised I would keep the sarcasm to a minimum tonight, but it sometimes bleeds through. 37-6.
In the nail biter.
And another tie up. I would like to, what do you think in that first half? 13, 15 jump balls? Had to be close to that number.
At least. Did she just throw it out of bounds?
Apparently. That wasn't touched by anybody.
Alrighty then. Just suffocating defense from Norwell.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, again, you're at a point here where Bulldogs just don't have a lot of talent on the girls' side, really, in any of the sports. All the talent is on the boys' side, and they're very competitive and good. Obviously, they're leading the conference. The boys' team is. Feast from deep short. She's had a bad shooting night. Norris turns the corner. Might be the night Tomaszek takes a three. Cross-court find to Filling. In and out.
That should count for one. You know, for a team that's getting out rebounded this bad, being in the zone doesn't really help because it's hard to find a man, and Norwell is a smart enough team where they know where to go for those rebounds.
Ball movement's just far too quick, although they've missed their first three-pointers, and a fourth chance here. Again, Johnson the board. No good from Tomaszek. Finally a rebound for New Haven. I guess you could say that's a successful defensive possession in the zone because Norwell missed 4 shots, but they got 4 clean looks. Goodrich easily blocked by Tomaszek. They really got behind the zone that time. 17 for Filling. I just honestly don't know where to go for the program either, as far as the Bulldogs are concerned.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem too promising, does it?
But, you know, we always talk about, well, how do you do it and how do you build it? And I just don't know. If you don't have the interest, if you don't have the interest, then you cannot build a program. And that's certainly seems to be, from an outsider's perspective, on where the Bulldogs are at right now as a basketball program. Nice cross-court find, wing-to-wing pass from Johnson, and an outstanding physical box out. Boy, Feast is ice cold tonight. Norwell's got to be +8 in this half on rebounds alone. That probably could have been 3 seconds. Instead, it's an and one for Tomaszek. And we've hit our 35-point mark.
Well, I mean, to state the obvious, if you give a team like Norwell 3 or 4 chances every time down the floor, they're going to end up getting a bucket.
All right, well,
we are at the 35.
And we have Allie Riley into the game for the first time. Haley Green will check in as well. Clock stops now just on free throws and timeouts. Tomaszek 3 for 3 at the stripe tonight. And she's got 5 points as she will come out of the game.
Now, how long will Coach Thornton keep the starters out until he brings them back?
I don't know if they're coming back.
They
might. You know what? Okay, I know you're kidding, but seriously, they may come out to start the fourth quarter. That's kind of how the move has gone. You know, it's been sometimes it's getting people involved in quarters and then having your starters start each quarter to continue to keep them fresh and try to keep them moving.
I think a 40-point lead might be enough to keep them out for the game.
Probably That's probably enough. There's a corner three knocked down by Tegan Keel, and that's her second triple of the night. She has 67% of New Haven scoring. Great pass. Tolliver wide open, and she missed. Norwell has not shot at a good percentage tonight. They've just gotten way more shots. Allie Riley steps into the game, and she misses a three. And Tolliver was out of bounds. That's only Riley's third ever three-point attempt at the varsity level. She has not connected on any of them yet.
And to me, pretty nitpicky, up 33 points, but it feels like Norwell's kind of playing into New Haven's game right now. They're a nice step-back jump shot, but it feels like New Haven is probably pretty content with Norwell just hanging around the perimeter and shooting threes because they haven't really been going in tonight. I'd like to see Norwell penetrate this zone a little bit more, get some easy buckets around the rim.
Riley doesn't settle this time. Passes up that three. Right at the feet of Green, that pass from Feast. That's like the worst possible place you could throw a pass.
A 90-mile-an-hour fastball right at the feet.
Norwell's got like a 5-on-1 here. They don't really take advantage of it. Tolliver's wide open. And they turn it over. See, it's hard. I mean, it just is hard to keep your pace, and I understand Coach Thornton's going to be frustrated. Annabelle Johnson comes back in. But when you're playing in a game like this, it just is difficult. It is.
It's hard to keep your focus. I mean, we're in the second half of it. It's been sealed up since really the first few minutes of the first quarter. But it's just, even for the JV players, like I said, JV games at Norwell are pretty packed, especially by the end of the game.
Right.
It can just be hard to keep your focus, stay crisp. It's easy to start thinking, man, we played an early game here on Friday. I'm going to have a Friday night to myself. And it's just hard to stay focused and keep the game plan going.
Tolliver from deep. Yes. Mackenzie Tolliver connects on her first three of the night. Partially blocked there on the Johnson shot attempt. Crisp ball movement on this possession. And Johnson kind of stuck in no man's land, and she's fouled clearly. They got a tie up there.
They're just getting used to, I think their hands might be stuck in that jump ball position while they're driving home tonight.
Well, that was clearly a bear hug from behind. In any case, now Maddie Sonigson is into the game for the first time. Sonigson has appeared in 4 games for the Lady Knights. Riley is fouled here.
Keep that clock rolling, I guess.
Okay, no, it does stop. Yep.
That was what happened to the clock a lot whenever I was doing the score. Whenever I was doing the scoreboard when I was in high school.
Allie Riley good on her first free throw. That is her first foul shot attempt of her varsity career. Probably going to have a few of those in this second half tonight for some players, including perhaps Maddie Sonigson and Ryland Graft.
Well, she should just retire right now at 100%.
That's pretty good.
Go down in Norwell history.
Hard to be better than the best. 36-point lead. And that's an off-balance three taken by Tegan Keel. And a miss. Johnson another rebound. She's got a lot of them tonight, again. He just goes coast to coast and draws the foul. So the correct interpretation, as I'm thinking back to the preseason enforcement of the running clock situation, as Johnson makes the free throw, is that the clock moves on a free throw until the foul is reported. For all you rules snobs out there.
Alex.
Johnson misses, but Sonigson can't get it to go. Sonigson still has not scored yet as a varsity player. Neither's Graft until likely now. It stays down for Rylan Graft, and she's got her first career varsity point. Make it 2 for 2. It's really come a long way on free throws, too, since last year, as that group at times struggled from the foul line. Our third quarter clock is going to expire with Norwell on top of New Haven, 50-11 on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Back here inside Armstrong Arena, Norwell leads it by 39 as we're getting set to enter the fourth and final quarter of play here tonight. Norwell's going to go to 17-4 on the year. This will be their 5th straight victory. And most importantly, 5-1 in the conference, as they'll get a chance to wrap up a title share on at least a title share. Still a scenario could play out, Colin, that, and unfortunately, because this game's being played at 6 o'clock, we don't have any other scores for you tonight from the conference. Columbia City plays Belmont tonight, though, and that's a pivotal game. Belmont, and I'm not sure, to be honest with you, whether Kenzie Filling is available tonight. That'll obviously make a difference for the Squaws. But Columbia City with a chance to win out and win a share, and Huntington North could also clinch a share. Annabelle Johnson's on the floor to start this quarter. Dakota Hubble is too. Johnson is fouled. Janiah Johnson picks up her third. Annabelle Johnson is, for whatever reason, a historically poor free throw shooter. She's sitting in the high 30s right now, which, for being a guard, it's just so unusual to see. Not a high-scoring player anyway, does so many other good things for this Norwell team. Doesn't have to be a scorer in this group. But that's just been one of her big struggles. Dakota Hubble gets a steal here and outlets it for Sonigson. Streaking to the rim, too strong, cleaned up by Hubble. And Dakota Hubble has her first varsity bucket.
That was a really good hustle play by Hubble. She got the block slash steal on one end, ran down the court, really sprinted all the way down the court, got an offensive rebound, put it back up and in. That's the type of stuff that, you know, the coaches are looking for in a game like this. I mean, not much else to take away from it. That's a really good hustle play. It makes her look good. It gets her better. So that's a really good play from Hubble.
Hubble is a really interesting character and piece on that JV squad, which has had an excellent season. One dribble for Graft. Misses the layup. Another board for Hubble. And that's off of the Bulldogs. But you can already see that the offensive rebounding is a huge strength of Hubble's. There's been some things to improve on. Still trying to learn her body a little bit. She hits the deck a lot at the JV level. Plays on the floor a little bit, which that's obviously something that has to change at the varsity level. But there's a lot of talent hidden in there. But she's long, she's athletic, and that's the other thing too, is this is another potential piece to maybe play like the top of the 1-3-1 zone when they want to do that, because that's exactly the kind of player that you want, somebody who's going to get a lot of deflections and length and make people uncomfortable at the top.
Yeah, she'll be an interesting player to watch moving forward from this season. It feels like, her next year, maybe senior year especially, she could be a very big part for this Norwell team.
Foul one against Johnson. Free throw rattles home for Janiah Johnson. She's got 5 points. Johnson 2 for 2. 40-point lead. Allie Riley has that one slip through her fingertips. And they're giving it to New Haven.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but
no.
Oh well.
That's probably a foul that doesn't have to be called, but it does get called anyway. It probably doesn't matter at this point. We've got our running clock in effect. That's the fourth foul, by the way, on Tegan Keel. And Norwell is shooting the rest of the way on common foul. Graft. And another tie-up. We've actually only had a few of those in this second half.
Well, the second half has gone by a little quicker pace.
I wonder why that might be. Inbounds to Graft. Another offensive rebound, and the putback isn't there for Hubble, but she bats it out to Graft, who sinks the straightaway three. Rylan Graft has her first varsity field goal and three.
You know, if Hubble can go to work in the off season on finishing around the rim and, like you said, maybe learning her body a little bit better, kind of growing into it, she could be a really good player for this Norwell team moving forward. She has everything that you want. She's 5'11", she's tall, like you said, she's long, offensive rebound weapon. She could end up being a really good player for this Norwell team.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Schwartzy, the talent is in there. It's just a matter of trying to harness it. Getting better in some fundamental things, but you even see her on this possession fighting in front of the post and getting position early on. She did her work early in that set. Here's a one-dribble step-back three. We'll call it a pass and give assist to Rylan Graft and a bucket for Dakota Hubble. It's also a player that is not all that common to find in the Norwell program. You think of the Lady Knight program as just constantly churning out guards, and she's a different type of player. Can really put another fold into the offense and, quite frankly, the defense for Norwell.
Yeah, she's going to be a tough matchup moving forward for a lot of teams. Like you said, she goes to work early. She kind of fronts, makes it hard for those passes to get down low.
We don't do live gambling on this family-friendly program, but I think I would have, I don't know what the over-under would have been on the number of jump balls tonight, but it wouldn't have been what the number we're at now. I mean, we have had a lot of them tonight, significantly fewer in the second half. Norwell's going to shoot foul shots here. Rylan Graft will be the shooter. And that's foul number 4 on Janiah Johnson. Graft is shooting the front end and misses the front end. Closing in on 2 minutes to go tonight. Riley tries another three. This one goes down. Allie Riley with her first three. We've had a collection of really good comments tonight from the small crowd in attendance. 61-13. Nice pass from Graff to Hubble. Kicks it back out. Long deuce for Graff with a toe on the line. Graff's had herself a nice little game here in the second half. Just 30 seconds to go. The only one not in the book in her career, as that three drops for Tegan Keel. That is her third triple of the night, by the way. But the only one without a varsity bucket in her career is Maddie Sonicson. And that's going to continue into at least the next game, I think. Do have foul shots coming. Janiyah Johnson just fouled out of the game. It's another one I wouldn't have guessed tonight. Somebody fouling out. There haven't been that many fouls.
No.
Riley, no good on the front end. Hubble, the offensive rebound, another foul. Madison Minton, the 5'9" freshman, is into the game for the first time, and she picks up the foul. Hubble to the stripe. Well, that should probably do it as the clock is on the move. And if they hurry, they can get a shot off, but they will not. And the contest tonight will come to an end. Norwell is victorious over New Haven by a final of 64-16 here tonight. Colin, again, just dominated from start to finish, did exactly what they needed to do, came on the road and took care of business. And now they're one game away from a conference title.
Yeah, it may not have been as crisp as or as good looking as Coach Thornton would want, but like you said, they jumped out early. They really left no doubt. This was pretty comfortable from the first minute all the way through. You know, I'm sure there's going to be some stuff to work on, but yeah, like you said, this, you know, as weird as this game felt the whole time, it was a very big game for Norwell and one that they needed to have, and now they just need to finish out one more.
Well, they've got one game standing between them and a piece of hardware for the third consecutive season here tonight. We'll hear from Coach Thornton in moments on The Voice.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA and SIPC.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on January 10th and pay $10 for the entire month. Join on January 11th, pay $11, and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA now through January 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. Some restrictions apply.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Austin or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Back here at Armstrong Arena, wrapping up a 64-16 Norwell victory. Joined now by Norwell head coach Eric Thornton. Coach, we talked about it in the first quarter, how important it was tonight to just get off to a nice start. You go on the road, shot it well in the first quarter. Not a great percentage overall for the game, but took care of business early so you could widen the lead and do some things and try some other things out and get other people involved.
Yeah, obviously, tonight's a different situation, and it's good. I think there's a lot of good things, like you said, that can come from tonight. It's a different type of feel. The energy that is created by other factors other than ourselves when we're playing at home. It's easy to do that. Tonight we had to really work to kind of just sustain and even kind of raise up the level of intensity that we had. So, our kids shared it. We didn't shoot it well, like you said, tonight. But, it's a different gym and it's a different night, and you just find ways to win. And very proud of our kids to be able to get some kids in there and contribute that we don't normally get the opportunity to see them out there.
How different is it to prepare not only for tonight but also for East Noble, another game that, at least on paper, you look like a favorite, and now you've got the thought you're one game away from having hardware again for the third consecutive season in the Northeast State. What's the feeling right now in the locker room? What are your kids going through as they prepare for the Knights next week?
Yeah, it's exciting to first of all talk about how proud we are of what they've become at this point of the season, and just to challenge them and encourage them to continue to be that way. When we prepare for East Noble, it's going to be pretty easy to do that because it's just there's a lot on the line for our team, to be able to try to earn a share of the conference title. To go out and really play to win that game against a team that always has a lot of pride and plays very hard, and a well-coached team that lost a lot from a year ago and is working to replace that, and they'll get there again. For us at this point to be able to think about in practice now going short and intense, we've talked about that before, but the challenge here now is we are practicing who's the best team in our sectional right now. But that's the level that we have to practice at. What's that going to require for us to do? And so we don't have to be out there long, but that's the level of intensity that we need to practice with. I think if we do that, that helps us prepare for, obviously, a team like East Noble and then beyond that.
Coach, you'll get a chance to honor your two seniors on next week, and you'll see Mackenzie Tolliver and Emily Todd, their careers at least come to an end in the regular season for you. But you've got the Knights next week, and then, of course, you've got the tournament draw on Sunday. Plans for that? What's the plans for the team going forward?
Yeah, well, first of all, for our seniors, Emily Todd and Mackenzie Tolliver, couldn't be more proud of seniors than those two. These two have given us an awful lot. Everything that they have been great leaders. They have contributed. They are great teammates. They are happy for others, and we're happy for Emily and Mackenzie's success as well as their teammates are. They've stepped up this year, and they through a couple rough moments in our season, as every team has. They have just kept the ship steady, and have just been the same every day. So love those two. Excited to honor them in their last game in the Castle, we want to do it the right way and go get the win. When we go into the sectional, then beyond that, just excited about the opportunity for a different group of kids to find a way to get this done, and so just excited for that reset. We'd love to play early if we can. The draw will be, as always, it is for Norwell, the most difficult, I'm sure, path that we can take. But, I like playing early. I hope we get to play early that week. We'll be sitting a lot next week. I think we're getting to the point where we've gotten through some sickness and we can rest and build back up, physically and get ready for that. So I hope the draw allows us to play early. It doesn't matter who, but it'll be a challenge once again, and I'm excited to see this team, again, try to find a way to get it done.
It's a unique challenge every year in the sectional, is it not? For head coach Eric Thornton, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week as you get ready to honor your seniors, and we congratulate you on the win and hope for the best next week as you play for title.
Thanks, Derek. Thanks, Colin.
All right, Norwell head coach Eric Thornton joining us after tonight for the victory, 64-16. That'll put the final capper on it here tonight. Norwell victorious by 48 here on the road. They go to 17-4 on the season and 5-1 in the Northeast State. They'll honor seniors Mackenzie Tolliver and Emily Todd on senior night next weekend, Friday night at the Castle, a 7:45 varsity tip. On behalf of my partner Colin Schwartz and our owners Scott and Dale Menser, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night at the Castle, Norwell and New Haven boys, for a shot to gain first place in the Northeast State. Until then, so long.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.